G'day everyone. Well, yesterday got a text message from the local doctors telling me that they're not a vaccine centre, but the local chemist is, and don't forget to book. So I figured, at what point have I been given informed consent? Now, as you all know, I've gone to Unite Against COVID's YouTube channel, I've gone to New Zealand Health's, their playlist that they give there to try and waylay any concerns people may have. And as we all know, that's a complete fucking joke. Between 2 and 5 minute videos, there's only 8 of them and half of them are bloody cartoons, and the rest are actors or paid professionals. Even the technologist, you look up her profile at Auckland University. She clearly cannot be unbiased, given her titles that she holds all around the vaccine world. You might say, well, that's because she's got all those titles that she's giving you that information. I still say, what information? I've just found a clip here from May of deaths of people who had COVID vaccination, no cause for concern.
An Auckland University vaccinologist, Helen Harris, is with me. Helen, thanks for coming in. I imagine this could make some people feel quite nervous. Do we need to worry?
No, not at all. We want to see events reported. Enables us to pick up things that are unexpected or of concern, and at the moment there's nothing to suggest there's anything of concern here.
Can you explain that a bit further? How important is it to report adverse events?
It is really important, especially things that are either, sort of serious and severe, not because necessarily the vaccine causes events. Lots of things happen all the time in the background, but these sort of systems enable us to detect things that are unexpected or unusual, and a lot of assessment occurs of these cases. Millions,
I imagine, of the Pfizer vaccine have been given out globally. Have there been any reports of deaths in other countries?
So the reports of deaths, of course, because we're vaccinating hundreds of millions of people. And of course we see deaths afterwards, but so far, after even all those doses, there's no suggestion that this vaccine actually causes people to die.
So what will authorities be doing tonight? What kind of investigations happen after an incident like this?
There's a whole lot of processes that occur, and particular things that the experts will look for to help them determine causality. As I understand, in these cases there's no reason to think that there was anything to do with the vaccine, but there are a whole lot of processes that occur, and then a decision on how likely it's related to the vaccine is made.
And just how important is it that the public knows about this, or an incident like this?
I think it's really important that people understand we're going to see lots and lots of reports of things happening after the vaccine. We're going to go and vaccinate as many people as we can in our population. We're going to see a lot of things happening by chance. This is expected. I think because we want to see reports so that we can be assured that our systems are working well.
So your message to people out there tonight, still go and get the vaccine, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. So far this vaccine is looking incredibly safe.
All right. Helen Harris, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
And that's from her when she featured on TV1 News. I'd point out they have 215 thumbs up, 2,000 thumbs down. The deaths of 2 people who died after receiving the COVID-19 vaccination are under investigation by Dr. Helen Patusi-Harold. And Dr. Helen Patusi-Harold told One, there was no reason for people to worry. You know, they'll, oh well, there's millions of people getting it, so you're bound to have a few deaths. Well, there's millions of people getting the common flu each year. Few people, you know, die from it, quite frankly, every year, or underlying health conditions because of it. But you don't see them all. The mentality is fucked. So, on top of all that, pardon me, Project Veritas has just released part 5 of the Pfizer whistleblowers, and you've got Melissa Strickler, alright? She's been a quality auditor at Pfizer for the last 5 years, worked there for 10, and she's coming out saying that HEK is in there, or that the HEK protein, or whatever she wants to call it, is in it. That's human embryonic kidney tissue. Okay, so, and this is all going to senior high officials at Pfizer. They're not denying that it's in there. They're just saying we can't have that out to the public. The benefits will certainly be outweighed by the number of problems we would have. You know, so none of this is misinformation, but we'll see how we go. I might have to mute a few things out just to be able to keep it up there. I might even have to put it up on another channel first just to test it, to make sure I don't get hit with fucking YouTube and their bullshit algorithm. Either way, it'll be up on odyssey.com. So you can always look up my channel on odyssey.com, and Justice We Trust, I think it is up there. Have a nosy. The links are always in the description regardless. So yeah, what I did is I just jotted down a few questions I have, because when I rang up the doctors this morning after getting a text yesterday, and I needed to get some prescriptions sorted anyway, they happily tell you 0800 28 29 26, which is Helpline, for COVID questions. Okay, well I have a few. Natural immunity versus vaccine, which is better? According to Project Veritas whistleblowers and lots of other information you can easily find online, natural immunity far outweighs stage 3 testing till 2023. Is that the case with the Pfizer vaccine? Are people actually being magnetic? You know, what are some of the other symptoms or adverse reactions of the vaccine? You know, they say soreness around it, you know, perhaps a numb arm or something, you know. What about magnetism? Pericarditis? Myocarditis? How about death? Because apparently, judging by TV1, deaths of 2 people died after, and that one of them was a lady in Remuera. When the news actually put it up on the news, that they actually said in the spiel on the report that she had only just had her 2nd vaccination. Then they rewrote that and took that line out completely and reposted it. They edited out that fact. Then they went after the husband for a few months. That couldn't stick, and now they've realised, oh, it did have something to do with it. Or at least that's what the mainstream media will actually let out. So yeah, you know, face paralysis, elongare, I think it's called elongare system symptoms. Half your face goes numb. There's lots of other side effects, so I figured what better to do than to ring. I mean, these are COVID questions. These are clearly out there. YouTube, for some reason, isn't removing Project Veritas clips for medical misinformation. I wonder why. Perhaps it's because in the last 10 odd years that James has been doing that, Project Veritas, they've sued and won countless lawsuits against mainstream media, and they have fought for their chance to keep the truth up there. So perhaps that's why they ain't getting hit. Little old B, well shit, we'll just slap him with the misinformation, even though I'm actually showing. Oh, it's an upside down world. Anything that says it's there to help you generally is the opposite. That's just me, you know. Governments are there to help you. Public health systems are there to help you. Pharmaceutical companies are there to help you. The police, they're there to help you. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. And you've got to have a bit of humour with this, because otherwise it's just ridiculous.